then let's start for today. I think Devi, you had few questions right before we start.
Let me go to what I sent you, I guess, email.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to open up? Okay.
Yeah, if you can see my screen, this is
Yes,
the
I
main.
can.
The system shall show the managers to send the notifications to their subordinate building. Does that mean SAVAP increases efficiency by monitoring activity? And does this mean they will send to hurry up, maybe make a left turn because only a right turn? Yes, might be yes. If they are thinking that if they can track the employee where they are not, which employee is doing what, in that way, yes, they can one way increases the productivity if some of the other employees are not there or not doing the required task, right?
Oh, so like if someone's off drinking a drink
Yes.
or they're not working. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, kind of. So, for example, if I have 10 employees in my field, I don't know what exactly 10 employees are doing right now, right? It might be 5 are working and 5 are going somewhere, or they might, even though they have the task which they were given are not doing that, instead they have gone for another task, right?
Okay.
So in that way, what I can do, if I can track an employee, but immediately the required task which is given to that, assigned to that person who is not doing, I can send a message, or I can call them up, or I can send an email, can you do that kind of thing, if because I need to get it done by today. Okay? Build a responsive. Responsive means response website. It is a kind of design that nowadays we are following while implementation. It means a website which will adjust according to your what do you say screen size. For example, this Gmail, if you do this, it is not responsive. See, because when I am minimizing it, one way it is truncating the half portion, right? When you have, let me show you an example of responsive. Google is a responsive website. No, Google is not a responsive website right now.
They need to hire you. No, they can hire both of us at the same time. You can be the senior and I'll be the junior, and we'll make it rock, and they'll be so happy they hired us.
So responsive basically nowadays, if you see here, for example, this one. This is a kind of a template. When you see this, so here when I do this, can you see? Let me show. Even though I am doing this, just check how the website is behaving. It is not creating anything. It is squeezing at the same time. It is showing you everything, right?
Okay.
When I'm doing it, why we choose the website nowadays, so that the same website I can use it in my system, which is my laptop. At the same time, I can choose it I can open up in the mobile, right? Because the mobile, when I'm opening the same website in my mobile, it will be with this much.
That's nice. So, responsive is what, a W3, or what is, or just that? Is that a generic name?
This is a template that I just took it up from the search. We call it responsive website.
Okay.
You see, this is one of the design template or Bootstrap is one of the framework, rather you can say, who provides that web template. So you can, the designers, basically software the designers, the UI front end, the person who designed the UI front end, we call them as UI designer. Like when you are going to start a project, right, or when you're going to start implementing the website, right, what are the color to be given, which components where as per the wireframes, who will design that? There will be a person whom we call as UI developer. He will be doing all these things, right? And the developers, what the developers do, if I'm clicking on home, On my click event, they will write the code where they want to take the user to. That kind of thing the code developer does, the UI developer does, the front is like, if you take this example, this putting this image, putting this logo, designing this, they do that.
So I think what you said is when they do this responsive, it doesn't matter whether you're on a smartphone, an iPad, or a PC or whatever. It's gonna be however you move it. It's gonna have everything on there. Whereas if you go to, like, for example, Google, like, truncated. So why I'm surprised I wasn't on up to date like that and using that. But it seems like if you have the responsive, does that mean that when you're designing something, you don't have to set up specifically for smartphones and iPads, or?
No, because since this is for if you have the responsive website, if you're, even though it's a desktop application or you are aiming for systems, even though if you are opening the same URL in your smartphone or tablets, right, or iPads, it will automatically adjust to your screen size and view it to the user.
But does that mean that I'm trying to understand how that's different. Well, let me put it this way. Before, I remember hearing people say, okay, you might be able to view something on your PC, but on your smartphone it might not show up, so they have to write the program differently.
Correct.
So what I'm asking you is, even with this response, do they still have to write the programs 3 different ways, like one is for PCs, one is for iPads, and one is for smartphones?
No. If they are making a responsive website, they can do a single code. They can do only one time. That means mainly one code for the whole website, which will run in your mobile as well as in your
Oh, nice.
It
So it
is not
seems
that-
like responsive you'd want as a standard nowadays.
Yes, responsive. If you see now, a lot of website has been gone responsive because it reduces. Previously, how mobile website used to design, if for example you say this Google, right? You have to. It's a desktop view, right? When I want the same Google to be shown in my phone, what they used to do previously, they used to design the same Google for phone again, where it was starting .m.google.com, which means
Yeah, like mobile,
it is for mobile, right? Now, if you see here, this is how mobile will come, right? If you see mobile, everything will start like m.google.com, m.facebook.com. Now, when this responsive thing came, you can use the same URL www.google.in, and you can browse the URL in your system. It will adjust as per your screen. If it's a mobile, it will adjust as per your mobile screen. Might be of any size, might be of any screen. Even in mobile, if you see, various smartphones or various phones have different screen size, right? And they have various screen resolutions as well. When you go to iPad, it's a little bit bigger screen. When you go for tablets, right, it's bigger screen. If you go for small phone, it's a small screen, right? Even you have your website design with responsive, you need not to bother about that. It will take care by its own.
Okay.
Right? That's what the responsive means.
Very interesting.
So, really, I don't know. It's just the class. Sorry, what? Let's upload a picture of what? Crack belief system. So, this is again what you said. An example which I took. Probably they might be asking this category of charges browsed by classic fields. What are the charges? Which cities which cities category or rate a user profile. Upload a picture. Is that post classified by providing a title, location, description, or uploading picture. So might be some, I was not sure of exactly what does they mean by uploading a picture. So I thought I will give you an example as in how to write the each categories into your function requirement. So might be a picture of a, as you said, right, charge building or rating. Shall allow the ratings of the users, rate other users profile.
But I'm not
Yeah.
even understanding the basic concept of that, what they're trying to achieve. Like I'm envisioning, okay, like you've got Craigslist or some kind of classified website, and they might
Mhm.
look under there, okay, if you want a handyman, look under here. If you want to sell something, look in this area. And then you would upload pictures, but I didn't understand all about, they're talking about classified of churches and prices. What do prices have to do with churches? And uploading pictures and all that, I didn't understand that. And how they will allow the rating of the user. What would the user be rating? Like if I bought some sheets from a company called Overstock.com,
Mhm.
then you might, after you purchase it, you might go in and rate it and say, hey, this is, I would give these sheets on my bed 5 stars. I understand that concept, but I'm not at all understanding what, in this particular case, what they're even trying to do.
Mhm. Rate
This
other
is
users
classified of churches.
for free as well as job classified.
For what?
Post classifieds for free as well as job classifieds. Uh,
You're talking about just any kind of classified.
yes.
It's not
Uh,
like some church. You're talking about any classified thing that they want where they can
post,
upload. Okay.
yeah. And when once you post it, I think based on your post, they are going to rate your profiles or that what I am thinking. I am also not sure. I just thought I will take that part and I will try to see how we can write the functional part of it, right? When you are giving, how you are going to give an option to browse, what are the various fields that you're going to add. Hmm.
Yeah, see, I thought you were going to give real-life examples of things that you've done.
Yeah, which I have done probably, yeah, I can give, means which
Do
right
you
now, which
understand what I'm saying? If I'm looking at this and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm thinking, well, okay, I want to see what you did, but I'm thinking you're just giving an example. But it's,
this one I have just given you example. It's not that what I have worked on these things.
have you done anything like this?
No, yeah, responsive. When I say
Yes,
responsive,
responsive. But the
responsive.
but the bottom one, it says post it classified by providing a title, price.
This one I didn't work on. This one GPS somewhere we have used in our application because it's a mobile application, right? Wherein we have to track the, you give your that customers to have a GPS navigation, right? That which I have worked on,
Okay.
but
I
the
do.
mobile application. This one I didn't work. Basically, this is not the project or the stuff which where I have worked. So, but on a responsive website, yes, we did, right? Because in mobility, everything is responsive on this. So you can view everything in mobile, or else you can view it in the system as well.
Well, you got a lot of emails.
I know which update, half of them are promotional mails and all this stuff, which I don't really
Oh
read.
yeah, I don't like Google. I like their search engine, but I don't like using it. All
Uh,
right. Anyway,
that is the thing. Now let's see what is requirement. Have you gone through the thing? I think we are almost done with this. This just requirement life cycle as in how you, when you get a requirement, how we do, right? We elicit is nothing but what we do the gathering, requirement analysis gathering. Then you specify
you
the
ask
requirement.
questions and you're gathering a lot of data and information, right?
Yes. When you specify, we write the requirements, right? And we know how to specify a requirement. It should be necessary, it should be unambiguous, it should be atomic, and it should be the four things, right? When we specify a
Yes.
requirement, it is testable, right? Then what we do, we validate the requirements, right? I say validate, we do the peer review, we get a review of our business stakeholders, we get review of the IT teams, we validate the requirements and make it complete, right? And then we manage the requirements, how you are going to store it in the requirement, where is your repository, where you are planning to keep it, how you are going to communicate that, whom you are going to send the requirement, right?
Right.
So basically is a requirement lifecycle which goes on, right? For when in the project phase is basically with the requirements, right?
Right.
These are the requirement lifecycle. And to finish up with what is the final step after, you should know, right? When we have done all these things, understand the importance of good business requirement, right? Without clear concise business requirement, there is a risk of increased cost and missed deadline, right? Like just one example you take, right? The second example which I gave you, it's even me and you are not able to understand the requirement, right? What exactly they are trying to achieve, right? What is their purpose? If that kind of requirements, when we go and give it, there might be a risk of increased cost. Why there is a increased cost? Because without clear, we don't know what we have to implement. We might have implement something else which business is not expecting, and again work on that, which in a way will increase the cost and at the same time might miss the deadline, right? When error occurs due to unclear requirements, rigorous change control must be invoked for correction, right? When there is when errors, like when we say error, it's a more of an implementation error which occur due to, say for example, when we have not gathered the requirement correctly, or we might not have communicated, or we might not have specified the requirement correctly. Then what happens? Change request start coming to you, right? Hey, this is not the thing that we have wanted. Let's change this requirement. Do this requirements. Then we have to then we do the change request as well, and then we try to control the change, right? Because we
And
cannot
this would have to be in an agile system, right, or method.
yeah. So that kind of thing comes up. So better from the beginning, have good business requirements, which is the starting of your project. Have it clear, concise, and complete, right?
Okay.
Be able to describe and apply the characteristics of good requirement, right? We have seen what is the characteristics of good requirement, right? By asking 4 questions, basically who wants the requirement, what result they are trying to achieve, what object is being addressed, when would they like this information, qualify the requirements that can be measured, right? We should be able to apply business requirement structure to transform not so good requirement into better requirement. So whenever you are writing a business requirement, make sure in your business requirement, if you get the answers of this, when you are trying to write or structure the business requirements, who has this four question answer of this 4 question, who wants the requirement, as in who is my end user or the actor, right? What I'm trying to achieve, right? What is the objective being addressed, right? On which the user will act upon something, on when they would like this information. If you have these 4 things in your requirements actually is a good requirements, are the best. Basically, this is the structure of the good business requirement. Now JB is going to write a business requirement for me.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I have to write who, what, and when.
Yes. When you are writing requirement, structure it in a way that you have the answer of this.
Who wants the requirements? Describe the user or actor. What results are they trying to achieve? Describe the outcome in detail, of course. What object is being addressed? Describe the thing acted upon by the user. What does that mean? Describe the thing that's acted upon by the user.
Yeah, what is that means is, see, for example, if you see this example, right, the user should be must be notified with an email. The customer must
Oh,
be
yeah,
notified.
yeah. Okay.
So what is that? What we are acting on the customer. We are acting on the order of the customer, right? Here, this is my end user. This is my object, right? This is when, and what is the result? This to notify the customer. You got
Okay.
it?
Mm-hmm. I hope. You tell me. Okay. So what do you want me to write? You're going
Yes.
to give me the scenario and I have to write it.
Yeah. I will give you I will not give you, see what I will do you, I will give you a business problem, okay? And I will ask you to first write a business requirement. It might be 4 or 5, as comfortable as you are. You write that. Based on my business problem, what I am going to do, or what I would rather go forward with that. And then once you are good with the business requirement, you have to write the respective functional requirements. Right? So to start with,
let me see, who wants it, what the results are, what object
correct.
is being described, or what object is being addressed,
Yes.
and when would they like the information?
Yeah. Try to have, it's not, sometimes it might be not as how we have structured here, but always try to move as much as possible out of this 4. Try to achieve this as means try to achieve at least the answer of these 4 questions. Okay, so I think I have in the requirements itself, I have written mine. Debbie, you like to do it now, or you want to take it as an assignment?
I don't know. I don't care. Let me see. Let's do our verbal one right now. Okay, the business problem. Trying to provide online banking systems to customers so that they can log in to a site and do the transaction. The solution should provide searchable capabilities to the user for searching details like balance details, debit. Okay. Now over here, is currently the bank does not have an internet banking facility.
Correct.
So, first, I think you'd say like who wants would be the end user.
Yes. No, don't write when I'm giving, say, when you will work, no, when kind of things come, say for example, take me as a business which I came to you and I want this the problem of my solution, right? You should first ask me, okay, so your bank does not have an internet banking facility, right? Then I'll say, yes, I don't have an internet banking facility. That's why I want an online site, banking site, right? Now you know that, okay, they want that online banking site for the customers, right? Then you will ask me, okay, where do you really want that, or what is the reason that I need to have banking? Is this something my customers are getting affected, or how, right? Then I will say, okay, no, my customers suggest that every bank is giving, even I want to give my facility to my users as well, right? Because that's a business for me, right? I want to give as much as I can to the users. Now then you come to, then you know the business problem. Now what is there and what is not there, you know. Now you should ask, okay, what is the users base that you have currently? Then I might say it's like 15,000, for example.
I'm sorry, what's the last sentence you said?
User base means how many users you have.
Oh, how many users? Okay.
We call it as a user base, right? How many for that? Then I might say it's 15,000. Okay, fine. Then you note them. Then this is a very high level that I have given, right? The solution should provide the searching capability to the users, searching details like bank. Then you should ask me, okay, when I say an online thing, that means you have a first, how will you search, how will you start from the beginning? It's a very, if you see, it's a very high level, right? Or rather, first don't go into the thing. I would say, okay, you should say, so that means when I'm saying for the security, we should have a login and a password, right?
Well, do you ask them, like, for example, would you say, okay, could you please just paint me a picture of some of the features that you would like on this website, or is that not the way you would word it?
No, we will not first ask, we can ask, don't ask first to them, right? Because I have to get the information from them. You should ask them, okay, so what are the features that you want to have in your bank, right? So now currently you do things you don't have. Now what are the facilities that you are giving it to the first? I need to understand what are the facilities that they are giving it to the users in the bank itself, right? Because I need to give that many features to the online, right? Like doing the transactions, right? I have to, you can I should be able to do a fund transfer from this account to that account, right? I should be able to link my debit card and credit card, right? I should be able to view my account balance, right?
But this is something that the stakeholder is telling you. It sounds like you're not really asking them that many specific questions.
No, you have to ask, right? I as a stakeholder, I will say, that's why I'm saying you, when I show you, you started first from a requirement. Ask the questions like this. Okay, so what are the features that you currently give it to the users, or you rather want to have it in the site? Then you can say, as for the banking thing, I think these are the few things which we or every bank or every users want to have it in the online. Are you good with this? Then I might say, okay, yes, that's nice. Let's have a balance details. Let's have this statement. I want the users to search the balance. I want to account or that kind of thing. Then it should start with a conversation. It's not that directly I will, as soon as I see, okay, I need a searching capability, okay, I have to think from the requirement, who will search, what they will search. No, start from the beginning, start a conversation with them. Okay, this is what I think you should have. Are you looking same thing for them? When I say,
I'm still not understanding. Why wouldn't you go in if you're trying to have a conversation? Why wouldn't you go into them and say, okay, if you had unlimited resources and you could just wave like a magic wand and you could have anything that you want, what do you want for your customers? And then to me that would give me an idea of what they're wanting. Not that it would be feasible to have all of that, but then it seems like after I would say to them, okay, I think I have an understanding of what you're seeking. Yeah. And this is what I think, and then I would go back and say, I think this is very practical and good for your company, but I might say, but this is really more of a luxury, and this might be one of those things that you would mark as I would like, but it's not necessary.
Yeah, that also we will say, but let your stakeholders come and you have to ask the questions, right? Getting the answers for. It's not every time the stakeholder is going to come. They might say, hey, I want an online banking system for the customer. Now I want you to implement, right? You have to ask these questions, how to start this question. That's what I'm telling you, right? So you have to start asking the questions to them and get the information. Some stakeholders will be very nice, who will explain everything in details. Some stakeholders will be so passive and they will not tell you unless and until you go and drill them. You got my point? So you start them, Okay, so first of all, you need to know what their bank provides currently, right? Rather than then you should go, okay, now that internet banking is there, you have to, when I have read it, yeah, like searching capabilities to the user to search details. So is this only feature you want, or we can currently in other bank we have these things, right? Or you have to also give your opinions, right? Okay, we can have, then I will say, okay, yeah, that I think that's better, let's have this thing. Then once you get everything, the features considered as what they want, you take that thing, analyze this, and I think this is feasible for us to do. Not it is going to be a problem rather. So that is your first level discussion. Then you go for the feasibility. Then you go for an analysis. Then we write the business requirements and the functional requirements.
Okay, back a while ago, a couple of times ago, classes ago, you talked about how you want to know, the business analyst needs to know as much as they can about that company, but I'm wanting to know if, for example, if a bank, a small bank, came to you and said, yeah, we don't have anything online, would you go and research and look at other websites and see what other companies or other banks have as features, and then you would, from there you would know to kind of you know, approach your customer and know what features are available? Because there may be some features that you wouldn't even know about that are new, just like this response thing. That's newer anyway. And they might not even know about that.
Yeah, that also, that we can do. We should, that's, we call this what you call kind of more on a marketing analysis or marketing analysis or market analysis, what other things we have currently, because at the end of the day, whatever we are doing it for the customer, even though it's a small business banking account or it's a big bank, right, it is going to compete with the other person in the market, right? So if the other bank is giving the feature, and obviously like you can go and suggest them, hey, I think the other thing we have in so and so bank, or in say, or make it generic. I think in other banks, in the internet banking facility, hey, they are giving this. Do you want to add this in your thing, or you are good with whatever you have come up with the features? You can always go and give your opinion too.
Okay.
So that is there.
Now, does e-commerce just mean shopping on the internet? Is that all e-commerce means?
Yeah, it can be online shopping website. It can be yeah, more of an online, not only shopping, anything that you can do more on online. Like if you are ordering, yes, anyway, if you are ordering not only shopping, you can order anything like Amazon.com, right? When you go there, you search your products, add it into the cart, send it. That also a part of e-commerce, right? Or in some
Isn't that eBay is not a part of shopping? Because so e-commerce just means anything on the internet.
Yeah, anything online wherein you starting from the product selection to adding it to the cart.
Okay.
It can be complete, it can be books, it can be posters, it can be, right? Yeah, so this is another problem which I have given to you. It's like, it's an existing website. This is another scenario, right? This is first one, you have to start from the scratch, that kind of project, right? In some time, in real time, you will get a scenario wherein there is already an existing site, but business is facing some issues. That's why he came to you, right? Now, what is the problem? It might be the trend has shown 50% of the customer has left the cart after selecting the product. That means, or rather, I would put it like the 50% of the customer does not come to the cart itself, right? When we do, when you have a website and you are running a business, suddenly you see a drop in your sales, right? Then you go back and see your marketing team or your analytics team will go and analyze why that our sales has come down, right?
So how do you as a business, this is what I'm curious about, and I think it would be fascinating, how I can take a guess, like maybe it was too slow loading and they became bored, or things like that. But how would you, as an analyst, figure out this? How would you do research to do something like that?
So if it's a, for example, what we do, there are various analytics tool, or we have a reporting tool, like wherein we get the reports of each and every user activity that you do in your website. Now, in US, tell me any website. You have Amazon.com, right? Wherein you, so anything, or you have art.com, wherein you can buy the posters, right? So each and every website which you see in the back end, there is a reporting tool which is being attached to this website. You don't see that, okay? What we do as a company, we have analytics tool, like what they are trying to capture. It's come out the data like what is your activity in the site, right? Starting from the first page, when you are navigated from the first page to second page, what are the product that you have seen, what are the product that you tried to buy, you didn't. All we capture the user activities, which we call as analytics. Okay. So there you can see, so in the backend and from the backend side, right, the company's person, whoever is the business analyst or the developers or the project manager or the team, the business team, they get a report saying that, oh, the user, right? That means this many number of users, means customers have come, call it as a hit. You will get the each everyday report as an, okay, today 10 customer came to this my site. Out of 10, 3 has come to the first page, second page. Every activity of the user get it captured, basically. We capture it. Okay. Why we capture it? Analytics, right? You have a product, which product is being viewed mostly, right? Because for an e-commerce, these are very critical for a business to run, right? Because otherwise, how will I know which customer has seen what product, what is the product that they are searching on that, why, how many out of 10 customers, how many has gone till the payment or has bought the product, right? So these all we capture in the backend and we get a report every day generated. Okay. So you are a business analyst. What you will do, you will, when they come and say, hey, my sales has gone dropped to the last financial year or something, if they come back and say, then you will say, do you have any analytics report that which I can go through it? Then you will go, you will see the trend, or rather your business team only will have it, because they every day they used to view, right? They view the number of hit count, everything. From there you can find out the trend, how many users has come, how many users have gone till the cart but has not bought the product, how many customer has actually bought the product, which product is being viewed mostly, which product you have sell. Means if you have any website, I must come and say, hey Devi, what is the product that we have sold this year mostly, right? You will get all data from.
Okay.
So that shows the trend. From there, I can know, okay, 50% of my sales has dropped. 50, when I go back and see, this is one of the areas where we go and see and say, hey, 50% of the customer has left the cart. Why it has left the cart? That's where my question is, right? The trend has shown that product A, I'm giving just an example, is being searched, which is not there in our catalog. That means most of the customers are trying to search a product, right? In our website, which we don't have it. That means going forward we have to add this product, because it's seen that we have seen that it's in demand. People are buying it, right?
Or could it be that someone might be typing in a certain name of a product, but they're calling it the wrong name, and then if you realize a lot of people are typing in the same word, you could add that to the website so people will recognize it?
Correct.
Okay, I mean the website will recognize it. Okay.
Yes. So that is the various that can be this thing as well, right? This is I have given this 2 to 3 2 business problem which I am currently facing. Now you as a business analyst, when I put this things to your forward to you and say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm having this problem. I already have my online website shopping, but my sales has gone down. Then if I'm good enough, if I'm good stakeholder, I will only give you the trend. Okay, see, this is why we have gone to the analytics and have seen that the customer has left this thing, and we are searching a product which is not there in the catalog, right? Then you should then you as a businessman, what you will do, you will try to find out, okay, customer has left the cart after selecting product. Why they have, you have to find an answer of why they have left the cart, right? It's
Right.
not customer, just it might be various reasons. What are the reasons? It might be that the customer has gone till the cart, but the same product in the other website they might have got for a cheaper price. It might happen, right? My website is not giving that much discount. For example, I have a website B, which is
Mm-hmm.
giving, for the same product is giving a 10% discount or 20% discount on the price. So being a customer, if you are an end user, think of our perspective, right? We'll see, oh, I'm getting the 10%, I'm getting in 10, this thing in this much amount, in this website I'm getting in this amount, why I will buy that, right? Let me go there and buy it from there, right? It might be another reason that the process after that the customer has left the card after selecting. It might be possible, I'm giving a scenario, that the after the process of getting your payment and then to do till the checkout, right? It might be a little bit confusing, or it is not that user friendly, which user is finding a little bit difficult, right? It might be reasons, right? So these are the various reasons which we as a business analyst try
Right.
to find the answer of. Once we get the answers, it's easy for us to go to the product concept, as in the features that we are going to have, or what are the enhancement that we are going to do.
Okay.
So that's how you come to derive to a solution or a feature rather, or a business requirement. And then you go drill down more into that, and then you give the system requirements,
Okay.
right? And then the for second thing, when they say the product A, now you will say what you need to know what is product A. You should ask why then it is not there in the catalog. Isn't that you don't want it, or is it costly that you could not afford it to be in the website? Second thing is little bit easy, because we know that this product is not there. Then you should say, hey, let's have this product in our catalog, and at the same time let's give some promo code or some coupons or some discount for this product, because we can see this is in demand, right? If we apply something, some discount in the product, probably we can have more customers here in our website, right? So these are the various areas you as a business analyst should think, right?
What are some of the brands of the analytics here in the United States that are popular?
Analytics, you can use Google Analytics. Google provides analytics tool which you have
Okay.
to do. There is anything, not anything. There is another one, reporting stuff, but basically it will be in patenting. There is something called Flurry. We call it as FLURRY, Flurry Analytics, which they also provide their
Would you
service
say
as
it's
a,
called Flurry? Can you spell
yes,
that, please?
yeah, I will write it.
I mean, is that something that I should be learning how to maneuver around that?
Yeah, it's Flurry, Google Analytics.
Oh,
This,
Flurry, huh?
sorry, I typed it wrong. Yeah. Oh,
Flurry. So I'd Google Flurry Analytics. Is that what I would Google?
yeah. Google and Flurry. These are two different analytics tool which we have it in right now, which you can use it going forward, or in the company, or whichever company that you have, they might use this for reporting, or they might have their. Basically, people use Google Analytics mostly, right?
Okay.
Even exposed to us by Google. So what they do, they keep track of each and every user activity. At the same time, not only that, in Flurry, we can also, not only the user activity, if you get any error, right? For example, you might have, you are in one of the page and some error comes up. right? That also we log it in the backend as in what kind of error that came, what is the event that caused the error, so that you can go and check what is the error that you faced or the user might have faced in the website.
Okay, so do you want me to do this, work on this tonight, and then send it back to you?
Yeah, you can do that. So you are clear with the business problem, right? What is the problem that I have and what you need to write. You can write 5 to 6 as much, means 5 to 6 business requirements for different problems. At the same time, with respect to that business requirement, think from a system perspective how you are going to implement that in the system.
Okay.
So you will be writing the business requirement and the functional requirement.
Okay.
And for banking, when I say and what was that? Yeah, for right now let's e-commerce, banking and e-commerce. Try to find out any non-functional requirement if you think of any.
What would be an example of non-functional?
Non-functional can be on the performance, right? My site should be this, my site should handle, as I showed you, right, that in the slide, my system should be able to handle 500 concurrent users, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, like 50,000 users or something.
Yes, it should be able to take that load, right? It should not crash, my system should not crash when all, see, when I'm giving a bank,
and it should load, what's a normal range for something to load that's pretty fairly fast?
That again,
yes.
It will be like, I don't see, it will be like when I'm browsing it, immediately it should come with minimum, I think 1 to 2 seconds, not more than that, right?
For for example, 1 to 2 seconds for 5 pictures, or if you have 25 pictures, it would allow 5 seconds, or what's normal?
Normal, as in when I said normal, it again based on how you design your website. If, as you said, it's 25, when you said it's 25 pictures, obviously it will take 1 to 2 seconds. If the time that the website takes to load with 5 pictures will be, and the time that the website will load to, it will take to load with 25 pictures will be a little bit more, but we can restrict that. You can give always restriction as in it, even though it's a 25 picture, make it in such a way that it should load it in 2 seconds, right? Because in the if you go to any online shopping or anywhere, they have lot of pictures, lot of products, right?
Right. That's why I was going to go to one of my favorite websites and just see how long it took them to, because they had a problem before, it wasn't loading fast enough, but I see the company has improved that now.
Yes. So there, see how they do it. I will tell you. If now previously what they used to do, they used to try to, previously company used to load all the things together, which they were facing the issues. Now what they have done, if you go to any Facebook or any of the online, they will say, for example, they will show some first 20 pictures when you land up in the website, and there will be an option called see more. When you click on that or when you scroll it, it will keep on loading the pictures.
Right.
Right? So that is a way of making a website faster. So what you are doing, when you are loading, actually I'm loading only 5 to 10 pictures, but at the same time when you are scrolling, I'm requesting for more pictures to load in. At the same time you're scrolling and you are seeing the picture. So for a user, it's like as if I'm doing scrolling, or click on see more, immediately it is going. So that is the kind of thing that they have done. If you go and if you will notice that part in the website.
Okay. Okay, I think I have it, but once I give it my answer, then you'll know if I have it. All right, I'm going to work on that tomorrow. I need to go help a friend right now, so yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, did you have more to show me? I thought you were telling me it was the end. Or do you have more to show me?
Yeah, I think let's start. It's the end of. I think I have sent you this module, right? So this will clear. So
Okay.
tomorrow we'll do once we will review the business and the system requirement. Tomorrow we'll start on modeling part, right? Now, why I didn't go to modeling first of all? I want you to understand the requirement portion first. Then we will go to the modeling as in what are the various model like process flow, data flow. We will go to each and every model and we'll do
Is
that.
is the modeling on this slide deck?
No, 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 no. The next model, it's not there in this deck. You
Okay.
want me to pass that deck to you?
Yeah, if you don't, I mean, if you just want to do it all at once, that's fine. And then I noticed today I went somewhere and I turned off my phone and I sat in there's a restaurant called Panera's here, and they have Wi-Fi, and I just sit there and not have and I was able to accomplish and read, learn a lot more when I did that.
Okay, okay.
Kids at home, there's too many calling and distraction. Anyway, yeah, I could read that and okay, that's good. If you don't give me that, that would be wonderful.
I will do that. I will do that. I will send it back to you.
Okay,
Okay, David.
sounds good.
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll see with this use cases all the basically the models what we use currently, which so more with you have Visio you said, right, with you, so that will help us to go through the models and all, right?
Right. All right,
Oh,
thank you so much.
thank you, Devi.
Thank you.
Okay, chalo, we'll go. I have to run to office now.
Yeah, same here. All right, I got to go too, so thank you. You both have a good day and night. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. Thank you.